What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Diamond Duels podcast. My name is @GamingDad25. This is my co-host Josh 2K. This is the podcast where we talk everything MLB The Show. I'm super excited for this episode, but first, we wanted to say thank you guys. Everybody showed out crazy for the first episode. We got a lot of attention, and we're excited for that. So I just want to say thank you guys for that. Anything you want to say to everybody, Josh?
No, I appreciate everybody who showed out for us. I know Matt Mojo definitely went hard for us, and I appreciate that. He's one of the reasons that I got into streaming. So that was huge, and everybody who showed out, I appreciate it. I saw your short went crazy.
It went crazy out of nowhere, bro. When I posted it the whole first day, it was at like 5 views, and I just gave up. And then next thing you know, I started getting a couple subscribers today, like 3, 4, 5, and I was like, wait, where are these coming from? Because the podcast was, for the most part, people that we knew were listening to it. So I was like, where are these people coming from? Then I checked that short was at like 1.5K. I was like, sheesh.
There you go.
All right, so as always, we're gonna talk everything the show, everything that happened this past week, and we're gonna get straight into it. But first, you guys know how it is. We're gonna play a game first.
Yep, we are gonna be playing This or That. Now, you ran it last week, so I'm gonna go ahead and run it this week. Now, your starter card is Sammy Sosa, the collector level 1.
There's
a lot of mixed reviews on him. There's a lot of mixed reviews. Yeah, I love the card. I know a lot of people don't like him. I went back and forth on him, so we'll start it off.
All right, let's get it.
Player of the month, Cody Bellinger. Okay. Extreme Program, Ken Griffey Jr.
Haven't used them yet. But I would assume I'd like Griffey better. But since I haven't used them, I guess I gotta go Sosa.
Okay. Chase Pack, Mickey Mantle from set 2.
Mantle, easy.
Set 2, set collector, Hank Aaron.
Probably Sosa. I'll give it to Sosa.
Okay. Set 2, player of the month, Aaron Judge.
Probably Sosa.
Okay.
Just because the combination of the vision thing, but also Judge is like tall, and I'm not a fan of that. And especially when my vision sucks as is, so being that tall, it makes it hard.
His strike zone's impossible for me. Now, set collector, set 3, Ronald Acuna.
Once again, I haven't used them yet. I'm behind, man. I'm really behind. I just got my first one, and I went Adley, so
that's not.
I guess Sosa.
Okay. I already know where you're going with this one. World Baseball Classic, Mike Trout.
Trout clears.
Yeah, clears. I know that. You were telling me that's one of your favorites, so I figured I had to throw one in there for you. All right, the new set 3, Byron Buxton from the World Series Awards.
Once again, I haven't used them, but I'm so confident that I'm going to love him winner. If I get there, I'm going to go Buxton. Because I love his 95, and his 95 is amazing. And also, anytime I get to draft the core one, whether it's like Showdown or whether it's like, what's it called? I'm drawing a blank. Battle Royale. Anytime I see him, I draft him because I just rake with him. I don't know what it is.
I can't hit with him at all. All right, 99 Jock.
But also, I hit better with lefties. I'm just going to be blunt. Even lefty. I'm better lefty than I am righty.
Okay. Now, this last one I did for me because this is one of my personal favorite cards. 99 set 3, Kyle Tucker.
I haven't used them. Honestly, I can't even tell you what his stats look like, if I'm being honest.
He's insane.
But if he's halfway decent, he's better than Sosa.
Man, you really don't like Sosa. That's all I have.
It's just I was really excited for Sosa. Just like you, like Mark McGwire is not terrible. I'm okay with Mark McGwire. But I was excited for Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa. And I wasn't really satisfied by either. But Mark McGwire is decent enough to still keep on my bench. Sosa he's gone. I just couldn't do. I feel like a combination of like I couldn't really hit well with them, period. But I feel like when I did connect with the ball, I got way more like not perfect lineouts, but those ones where it's like good. I got a lot more of those with like pop outs for me than it was with like most other players. I don't know. It's just the type of thing. I just came up. It's like the worst player on the little league team when the outfield moves in. That's how I felt like when Sosa came. I was all right. Outfield in.
That's crazy. I feel the exact same way about Mark McGwire though. I hate that card. I hate him. The crazy thing is only his 99. His captain card for the Cardinals, it's a completely different batting stance. So
I couldn't hit water falling out of a boat with that captain Mark McGwire. Like I was playing on rookie, and I was just like, I swear, no, not rookie. I was playing on veteran, like for conquest, and I was striking out. Like I was like, oh my god, what's going on? No. It was ridiculous.
All right, does
that give you a little more confidence going into our game?
No, it doesn't. If you saw my stream last night, Mojo can attest to it. We were playing some co-op, and I looked lost out there, completely lost.
All right, so do you want to announce it now, or do you want to go through the recap first? What are we thinking?
We'll go with the weekly recap. Let's do that.
All right, gotcha. You want to lead us off?
Yep. So first off, we have the Moonshot program and event. How you feel about the program?
The Moonshot program. I will say, we talked about how they got to step up their content with Madden coming out. Mm-hmm. I think they 100% did that. If you didn't like Fernando 99 for the retirement jerseys, there's no way you don't like Kyle Schwarber. No way. And you could say like he might not start for you, but you can't tell me this isn't a quality reward card. He plays catcher, 125 power against both sides, really solid contact, 125 clutch, 96 vision. His only bad thing is fielding his speed. Yeah. But I think as a reward, this is almost as good as it gets. And they have the jumbo pack and some other quality 97s in there. The home run derby pack. I personally think they killed it with this program.
I agree. I think that, the cards getting there were okay, but for a final reward, yeah, you can't do much better than Schwarber as far as a free 99. Everybody loves Schwarber's swing. I've never met anybody who can't hit with Schwarber.
And they went from having to buy cards to finish the program to the exact opposite. There's so many stars in this program. Like, you just, let alone start with the moments, the conquest, the showdown, but then all the missions, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 5-star missions just for hitting home runs. I'm not the best at math, but what is that, like 65 stars just for missions? And then they're not like 20 home runs. If you load your lineup up, you can do that in one CPU game. And then if you do that, all you gotta do is just the moments and either the conquest or showdown. Boom. Easy grind, great rewards. I think they killed it with this program for sure.
Yeah, they definitely did. They definitely did. I actually completed it today, and I'm ready to use this Schwarber.
Yeah, I'm excited for him. I haven't got him yet, but I'm always behind, bro. Like I get on, and my issue is, as much as I want to play offline, like I'm too competitive. I want to just go straight online, so I need to catch up for sure. But then, like you said, they gave a Schwarber, but another Schwarber. The last Schwarber was set 2 or set 3.
I think it was set 2. Let me double check just to be safe, but I'm fairly certain it's set 2.
And I think this was pretty weird, like content wise, because Schwarber has to be the Moonshot reward, because that just completely makes sense as a player. He's like a home runner bust player, and he's like a big Diamond Dynasty name. Everybody loves Kyle Schwarber from back in the day when you could draft him in BR. He was like a silver or gold player, and he could play catcher. He was the best BR catcher in the game, next to like Victor Martinez. Victor Martinez was amazing too, but everybody's loved Schwarber. It's just like Diamond Dynasty came out, so it made sense for him to be the Moonshot reward. But the other one kind of came out of left field. Not trying to make a pun there because he plays left field.
We got a comedian on our hands today. No, but yeah, it's set 2. It's a Kaiju series card, the first one. So I can't be too mad if it would have been both set 3, then we could have had a conversation about it.
But still, Kyle Schwarber is a pretty weird card to get 299s before. There's a whole list of people that should have got 299s before Kyle Schwarber. Like, I think the only people that have 2 is Griffey, him. That does the list in there?
There's not many. I'll tell you that.
Let me take a. I don't want to sit here and look at the auction house all day, but I think that might be it.
There's not many, not enough.
Because I know Trout only has his one, and he has 197. Ellie's other card was it 99?
Yeah, he got a 99 Future Stars card. I know that.
Okay, so Ellie's got 299s. I'm thinking that might be it. That's crazy that he got the third double 99. I mean, hey, but people were excited about it, so it's like, whatever.
Hey, you can't complain. It's a good card. It's a really good card, and it's completely free. You don't have to spend a dime to get them. You just gotta spend a little bit of time.
All right, and then so also with this program, they dropped the double XP, which I kind of saw coming with the stub sale also, right?
The stub sale, I don't know if the stub sale is still going on, but
yeah, I knew they were going to drop it. I hate flash sales because flash sales.
Partake.
But I just think like they gave like a free jumbo pack, which I would have loved to get, but I just feel like they all do it on Fridays or in the middle of the week, and I work Monday through Friday. So I always,
baby.
And I'm on the Pacific time. So I know it's just to the point where, like, because when I'm at work, like, I'll check my text messages, I'll check like my DMs and stuff, but I don't like scroll Twitter. So it's like I get home and I like start scrolling. I'm like, oh, missed another fucking flash sale.
Damn.
But like, I wouldn't buy the packs anyways. But it would be nice to have the option. It'd be nice if they asked.
Yeah, I didn't partake in the last 2 flash sales besides the free jumbo pack. I mean,
was there anything decent this time around?
I'm trying to remember. I think there was a 90+ live series. I'm trying to remember exactly what's all in it. I don't know. I was out when it happened. There was nothing too crazy. I know that 90+ live series cards are going for the cheap right now. So if you want to get Jeter, now's the time.
I think the only players I need are Mookie and who's the other one? DeGrom. So I might be able to finish. I got 180K now.
Let's see, Mookie.
It's crazy. All that Sammy Sosa slander was just me using him in BR. I didn't even own the card. That's insane. Now that I think about it.
DeGrom's down to 72,000. Mookie's at 110,000. You could get it. You can get it tonight if you really want to.
I can get both. I could do it tonight. I could do it right now if I wanted to.
Right now? Oh,
boy, do I want to pull the trigger?
You heard it here first. On pod.
On pod.
Live on location.
The last content creator to get Derek Jeter.
You got to do it the last day.
You know how depressing it is? How depressing it is, like seeing everybody get Derek Jeter, and I'm just like, here I am. I'm not good at working the market. I'm not good at Battle Royale. I got shit pack luck. So I'll get them when I get them.
You ain't got nothing going for you right now.
Nothing. I'm just on fucking hopes and the dream. Like,
hey,
I'm out here playing with all grindable cards because the best card I pulled all year was Night 1, which was a 99 Trout that I can't use right now.
Hey, you could use them. Just that's your wild card.
But over Chipper though, come on now.
Hey,
but it's tempting. I love that Trout. I love that Trout. All right,
you got the 97 Trout. There you go.
All right, so fill me in. I've been seeing this all over Twitter, but once again, haven't been on too much. What's the hype around this Nicky Lopez card? What am I missing here?
There's really not any hype about him. I mean, he's got pretty much max contact. He's got like 90 power versus righties. It's just another reliever that's a two-way. Because, when you play in co-op and stuff, you can't use starting pitchers as two ways. Like, if you want to use a two-way, you have to take, like, the closer Shohei Ohtani or something like that. So there's not a whole lot of relievers that can hit.
Which is weird. Isn't it the opposite in regular or ranked seasons? If you're doing a ranked season, the only way you can do it two ways if it's a starting pitcher. Like, you can't have a DH hitter. You can't. So if I want to use Ohtani, the relief Ohtani, if he's I don't even, can he play DH?
He can play DH after the game starts. So you start the game with somebody else.
And you have to sub him in. Okay. Yeah. I was going to say, because for every other game mode, like, he can't start as a DH. But Ohtani, the starting pitcher one, can start DH and pitcher.
Yeah, I mean, this Nicky Lopez is it. He's the next Babe Ruth. That's what I heard.
All right, but you sent me a DM the other day that is something I feel needs to be covered.
Yeah.
With all this two-way player stuff going around this year, everybody's talking Shohei Ohtani. Everybody's talking Donaldson. A couple of people talk about Nicky Lopez. When we get this two-way Babe Ruth, it's gonna be an issue.
It's gonna be game-breaking.
It's crazy that I haven't seen anybody talk about this until you sent me that DM on Twitter. Mm-hmm. Because people say they don't like Babe Ruth. I think his swing is smooth as butter, personally. And when they drop him, it might be soon with like all these other games coming out. He's going to get the max hitting stats, the 125s across the board. It's just a matter of how OP they're going to make his pitching.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a world or how they're going to introduce him, because he was a set 1 collector card, so I can't imagine they'd do it for set 4 also. But a card that good, they've typically done behind a set reward like wall.
But also, I don't see him doing like a ranked series thing, because I feel like they're going to make this, with the game going in the direction it's going, like with Madden out. I'm sure they've noticed a small drop already. With 2K coming out in the next couple of months, I think they'll make it obtainable. So
I think he's gonna be a flawless reward.
You think so?
I think it'll be flawless reward.
But flawless rewards haven't been very good this year. I think
they've had a few. I mean, nothing crazy, but
there hasn't been one that I saw that made I gotta go 12-0. Like, the only time I even did the program was I got Alfonso Soriano. I wasn't even super excited to get him. Granted, he's amazing now that I have him, but there was not any 12-0 cards. As much as I wanted Griffey, I was like, I'm not gonna go grind for this Griffey that can't even hit a lefty. Not to reopen that can of worms.
We know how you feel about him.
But like, yeah, I don't know. I don't see 12-0s like that big of a deal this year. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Like you said, he can't be another set collection. Maybe he could be the next core collection.
Maybe they continue on the Team Affinity collector levels, and he's the top reward for Team Affinity.
And either way,
that's for the top grinders, for real.
I don't know how good Babe Ruth was as the pitcher. I haven't heard any stories about him throwing shutouts, so like, I don't know. But he is way before my time. About 6 of my lifetimes ago, if I had to guesstimate. But damn well they're gonna give him sinker cutter. They might fuck around and give him they might give him that Donaldson slider. This is gonna be the game breaking, and they might fuck around and bring back the two-way player glitch.
Just for this, you're like, you know what? We'll let you guys have this one last time.
One last ride, baby. All right, so game time again. We're gonna go. Well, before we go into game time, did you have any other things you want to talk about for the weekly recap?
Weekly recap. No, that's pretty much everything I had written down.
All right, so, but it was a great week for content. Let's just end on that. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate the week on content?
Since they gave us the GOAT Nicky Lopez, it's probably like a 9. 9.5. I mean, the only thing I could really knock him on that is just me nitpicking is the diamond duos were okay.
But yeah, I saw who were they this time?
Granderson and Aaron Nola. Granderson looks good. I'm not gonna lie, but Aaron Nola, I mean that didn't do anything.
But diamond duos, like they've kind of like when that diamond duo's been good. Like let's just put it like that. But no. Granted, they're quality cards. Like if you pull one, they could get some play on your team. But it's not like, oh, I can't wait to go get this card as Granderson. But also, what threw me off? Let me get back to this. Wasn't the nickname thing like? Wasn't that last season?
They're continuing it on, man. We're just gonna keep on doing it all year.
But what threw me off was like, were there any other cards this season that were the nickname cards?
I think there were.
Because I saw Grandy, man, and I was like, oh, yeah, I saw like a white girl. That was so last season. I probably said exactly like that in my head too. Let me take a quick look. Set 3. It looks like just him.
Blake Snell. You got Snellzilla. Oh man, Dustin May, Big Red. Dustin May. I got to use that card for the first time last night. Oh man, I'm gonna be grinding some BR.
And I like that concept. To be honest, I like the concept minus the fact that their name shows up as a nickname in the lineup.
Yeah, I wanted to show it was regular. I mean, it'd be cool if it showed
me
it, like,
nitpicking
on the jersey,
though, but not on the lineup.
Yeah, that's just I get confused.
Right, so let's get into the game time. So we're doing a draft, a full lineup draft, snake style, of all lefty players. No switch hitters and one lefty pitcher. All right. Okay. So, you got a coin? I got a beer bottle cap.
I'm pretty sure I went first last week, so you go ahead and lead us off.
All right. Let me take a look. I got a little rough draft right here. Yeah. Let me pull it up. All lefties. All right. So, I gotta go. The only player on here that I even think you might take, which I doubt you will, my DH is going to be Babe Ruth.
Okay. Now, first off, there's not very many left-handed hitting catchers at all.
There's not.
So I'm going to go ahead and put him at a secondary position and take Schwarber off
Kyle
the board.
Schwarber. Yeah.
Right away. And then with my second pick, I'm going to go ahead and take Extreme Program Ken Griffey Jr., your favorite player.
All right, so he was definitely on my list, but he wasn't a deal breaker because I really like my second option at center field too. So I'm going to skip catcher because I like you draft 2 catchers. Unless you're a scumbag and draft my guys like a secondary position just to see my downfall.
He's going on my bench.
I guess I got to continue the theme of just going with players that I think you might draft. So my third baseman, I'm going Murakami.
Okay.
And my left fielder, I'm going Bryce Harper.
Okay. Now, let me see. At shortstop, I'm going core collector level Corey Seager. And at second base, I'm taking Jazz 99 and putting him in a secondary position.
Jazz was one of my guys. I had him what I did was I had my bench as my guys who I'll draft them if you pick one of my original guys. And Jazz was on there just as the type of guy no matter if you took any of my guys, Jazz could fill in any of those spots. All right, so I will go first baseman. This might be a little weird for you. Justin Morneau. 99 Justin Morneau.
Okay.
Now the rest of these guys, my shortstop, this guy, this might raise your eyebrows a little bit. This guy fucking rakes. Fucking DJ BC Raw, baby.
I don't
That's
know
my
where they got
guy.
that nickname from.
I know. I have no clue.
I've never heard it before.
I need to be in the dugout the day they came up with that nickname.
I was sitting
every time I hit a home run with them, every time I hit a home run with them, I say the full thing like a pimp named Slickback. I gotta say the full name.
Oh my god! Oh man, they really thought they were cooking with that one. All right, it's on me, right?
Yeah, it's on you. I got 2.
All right, now he's gonna be in the secondary position because at third I had Murakami. I'm putting this 97 Team Affinity Joey Gallo at third.
But that was my center fielder.
Oh man,
that was my backup Griffey. God damn it.
Oh, damn. I hate to do it to you. And then at first base, I'm going Player of the Month Bellinger.
All right, so I need a center fielder, right fielder, second base, and a pitcher and a catcher. Okay. So for a right fielder, no way you're gonna draft this guy. My boy Big Donkey. It's easier for me. Man. It's easier for me to get attached to players when they got nicknames. Like I miss the days of not to sidetrack too much. No, you know what? Remind me after this draft to go back to the point I was gonna make. Okay, I don't want to get away from the draft. And then for center fielder, I'm going. He's gonna be my center fielder / two-way player pitching off the bench, Shohei Ohtani.
Okay. Now he can't pitch. He can only hit.
Yeah, he sure can pitch. He's got a bullpen arm.
Hey, he's not a lefty. If you want Ohtani out there, he better be throwing lefty. I'm not kidding.
All right, I bet you he can do it. I bet you he can.
Probably could. I've never seen anything.
He can do everything. He can probably go out there and shoot a half-court jump shot for all I know.
Probably. All right, you had 2, right?
Yep.
All right. At DH, I'm going Jock Peterson.
Okay.
And then in left field, I'm going the 99 Corbin Carroll.
I don't know how much power that Corbin Carroll has, but I played with the lower level Corbin Carroll cards that don't have too much power, and I feel like he hits a lot of bombs for me. So I'm sure that 99 overall one hits crazy bombs.
Versus righties, it's 125 power.
Okay. Fair enough. So I think I just need second baseman and pitcher. I think.
Okay.
So pitcher, I didn't really care because you know what it is. I'm gonna draft one. You're gonna draft the other one. Yeah. There's 2 options out there, so I'll take Randy. You can have Donaldson. You know, like I kind of knew I was saving that for last because I didn't really care which one I got. And then second base, I gotta go with my boy D. Strange Gordon, baby, because I need somebody to get on base.
Okay. Now, I forgot to take my guy. So, I'm going to pivot.
Okay.
And put him in the lineup. I'm taking 99 Rod Carew at second. Because that's my guy. I got to stick with him.
And then you had Jazz at second, so where are you moving Jazz to?
I'm moving Jazz to right. So Rod Carew is going to slide into second. Jazz is going into the outfield. And then my last pick would be Donaldson. All
right, so those are the lineups. I'll have those on the screen. As always, who won, guys? I appreciate you taking Rod Carew because it's kind of like on par with D. Gordon. So that wasn't just a troll pick anymore.
I had Player of the Month 98 Yelich and right, and I was like, I got to go my guy Rod Carew.
And I'm an advocate for they need to make a better Tony Gwynn card because he always has amazing contact. But then I got guys like D. Gordon who who has 45 power, and I feel like I have a little bit of pop in his bat. He doesn't hit bombs, but he gets some line drives to the gap. But I feel like Tony Gwynn, it's just dink and duck singles. I'm like, give my boy some pop in his bat, man.
That's how I feel about Rod Carew, man. He's got that short, compact swing. It's mostly gap shots, but he'll hit one out occasionally. Same with Luis Arias. That card.
Excuse me.
I almost drafted him too. But
the lefties, man, that was a good choice on the draft. Let us know in the comments what other drafts we should do. Anything, we're with it, man. It's going to be fun. We got a second one later, but we'll get to that later.
Yep.
So the point I was going to talk about, I missed the beginning of Ultimate Team modes. I don't know. Well, first, what was the Ultimate Team? What was the first Ultimate Team you played? Ultimate Team, My Team, Diamond Dynasty. What was the first year you played?
I don't remember exactly what year it was. It was My Team, and I remember I ripped packs with a VC. There was no auction house. If you didn't like the card, you sold it back for VC, and it was an endless glitch of ripping packs. You could just rip packs all day.
They had team collections. Mm-hmm. So, for instance, if you want to do like, there was every specific year. So it was like the 1972 Boston Celtics, and they had a specific pack for that team. A 1972 Boston Celtics pack. Then you had to pull it until you pulled every card in that collection. And then you got to like 92 overall Bill Russell or some shit like that.
Yeah, the highest tier was gold. There was bronze, silver, and gold when I first started.
So the point I was going to get to is I've missed the days of like these card collecting game modes when you could get an emotional attachment to a card. Right? Like, especially in Diamond Dynasty this time around with these set collections, it's really hard to get attached to a card knowing in 60 days you can't use them unless it's your wild card. Like, I miss like the days of like you said, the best cards were gold, so it didn't really matter who you have. So you can play one player all year.
Yeah.
Or even just something simple like these nickname cards. Like, something about DJ BC Raw makes me like this card so much more. Just being able to hit a home run. Or my boy Mitch Haniger. Anytime he gets a card this year, he will make the lineup. Every year. Because I will hit a home run with them. And I will, every single time, I'll say, Mitch Haniger, baby. Because it all started with the TikTok I made. Where I said, I pulled him. I said, I feel uncomfortable saying that last name. so my whole Will of the Show series, I would say, Mitch, we don't say his last name. And then his silver card will come in clutch, hit a bomb, and I will say it loud and proud. And it's just something like about getting an attachment to these cards that now it's just like, it's every week, next man up, next man up. You're recycling these cards. And it's just like whoever's the best card out. That's why I'll take a player like D. Gordon at second base or Mitch Haniger out in the outfield because it's like a play name that I like, you know. And I think it should, but they won't because of money. But I feel like they should go back to that.
Yeah, those days are behind us. There's no way.
Way behind us.
With the money, there's no way.
But one thing I will say very briefly, because I don't like shitting on other games. Playing Madden these past couple days, once again, made me very grateful to play Diamond Dynasty. I did everything you could possibly grind offline in 3 hours. Yesterday. All the solo challenges, all the little the sets, I did it all yesterday. And I'm like, what the fuck do I do now?
I haven't played Madden in probably like 4 or 5 years. I don't allow myself to get into Madden because I spend way too much money on MLB and 2K normally. Hey, this point, I'm no money spent, but I had a problem back in the day, and I really had to reel it in because the finances were looking rough because of it.
Can I say that MLB The Show makes it like, it made me dumb by spending money on this game. Can I say that? Like, because I spent $150 the first night, right? And then after I did the World Baseball Classic whole program, I was like, I just wasted my money.
Yeah.
Literally. I was like, I just wasted my money. And ever since I didn't spend any money. And like, why am I going to spend money to pull packs for fucking Grandy, man? Like nah, I'll pass. Like the only things worth spending money on are the chase packs, but the odds are so bad on that like it's like easy to be like, nah, I'm good. Like Because realistically, like the chase packs are what, $50 a pop, right? Ish.
More, right?
More.
75K for.
But then if you buy stubs, it's $150K for $100. So, so $50 per.
I don't even know the price of them. That's crazy.
So realistically, you said you spent $450K and still didn't pull one. So that would have been you spending. You said $450K, right, for Ellie? Is that what you said?
Oh, Ellie, I spent like $2 million.
$2 million. Oh shit. But yeah, so like,
what would have been a lot of money if it.
So at this price, you gotta be a fool. Like $100 for 2 chase packs, you're not pulling them. So chase packs are easy enough for me to be like, I'll pass. And then players like Grandy, man, I don't feel the need for. They make it fairly easy because Grandy, man, I keep saying his name disrespectfully. Sorry, Curtis Granderson, if you're watching this, but Grandy, man, isn't better than. Like, he might be better statistically than Joey Gallo, but he's not better than Joey Gallo. And especially not Griffey.
No shot. I want to see. I'm going to take a look at this Grandy Man card.
While you do that, I'm going to go in the bathroom and look in the mirror and say Grandy Man 3 times and see if he pops up.
He might. He might. That'd be terrifying.
Watch you pull up his card, and I'm talking all this shit, and like his card's like 125s across the board.
He's got 125 power lefty.
A power lefty?
Yeah, lefty. He has better stats against lefties than righties. Honestly, you like this card.
I'm not the biggest Curtis Granderson connoisseur. All I know about Curtis Granderson are all his Diamond Dynasty cards ever. Isn't he normally like a platoon guy? Even like his diamonds are normally like a lefty that hits righties, and you if they bring in a lefty, you better take him out the lineup. Like,
yeah, this one does it all. 114, 125 versus lefties, and then 108, 115 versus righties. 87 fielding, 81 speed. He's a solid little card. I'm not gonna lie.
well, shit, Grandy, man. My bad, OG.
Hey, we'll stop. We learned.
So he might fall into this next category. He might not be my pick, but he might be. I might have put some thought into him being my pick. Set 3 awards, and we're gonna do three. Oh my god, I've been drinking too much. We're gonna do 3 awards. We're gonna give out
4.
And 4. I got 3 on my list.
I did best reliever also.
Best reliever. Okay, so 4 awards. From each set?
Skip out on. I did each set.
All right, fuck it, let's get it then. All right, I didn't know this is what we were doing, but I'm ready for it.
All
okay,
right.
So we'll start. We'll start set 1. Are we doing MVP for everybody, or are we doing our MVP? That's a good question I need to ask.
I would do personal MVP.
Personal MVP. Okay, let me pull up all my set 1 cards. You go first.
All right, now it's gonna. All my MVPs are set collector cards, so there's that. But set 1, I'm going Chipper. He's still my wild card.
Okay.
He was still in my lineup up until like probably 2 weeks ago. He's on my bench still. I mean, that card. He's a card ahead of his time. I'll say that, and I mean that like 100%. Like if you look at his hitting stats, it's unbelievable. I mean, 125 versus lefties, 117, 123 versus righties. He has almost 80 speed. Once you start paralleling him up, he'll have an 80 speed. He's a switch hitter. I mean, there's really almost no flaws in the card, and he was available. I mean, not day 1, but
it didn't take very long.
Yeah, you could have gotten him first week if you were really on it.
And like you said, he was so ahead of his time that when this card dropped, everybody was like, well, this is my wild card the rest of the year. That's literally what everybody thought. But he was not my MVP. There's a lot of cards to choose from. There's Chipper. There's Trey Turner, who we know I love. There's the Trout. Yes. There's the Francisco Lindor. There's a lot of cards to choose from. there's this trash ass Ricky Henderson card. There's tons of them.
You didn't like Ricky Henderson?
I love speed guys. Hated that card. I feel like, once again, I feel like every time I make contact, it flew right into somebody's glove. But there's Babe Ruth. There's a lot. Set 1 had some amazing cards. But my set 1 MVP was Jazz. I feel like every time I saw his stats, and when I got him, I was like 84 against lefties. He's going to be good for now, but eventually I got to take him out the lineup, right? I can't keep that in my starting lineup. But when it came time, I'd find a card that was better than him. I was like, I can't do it. He performed so good for me. His stats, like for me, I bat terribly. Let me say that. And he batted, how do I see his batting average? He batted 328 for me. And this was mostly online. I had no reason to use Jazz offline. Oh, this is only my online stats actually. 328 I batted with Jazz. And then out of the 21 hits, I had 4 of those were home runs, which is pretty solid. I stole 5 bases off 21 hits. Like, this was my MVP for sure. Every time I wanted to take him out, I was like, I'd just be a damn fool to take him out my lineup. I'm hitting so well with him.
I like his versatility too. We can play everywhere, but
anywhere. Yep.
And he's got the speed. I loved this card. I loved him. I told you, most of my friends didn't grind the game like that, so I'm still using this card to this day whenever I play co-op, and he holds it down for me. I'll tell you that.
And I didn't realize I was hitting 330 with them. Like, jeez. He might replace Chipper. He might replace Chipper in my wild card.
Now,
all right.
Cy Young for set 1. I think
World this is pretty easy. Whoa.
Chase Pack, Shohei Ohtani.
I fucking busted my load too quick on that one. Okay. I mean, Ohtani was good, but like, I guess like you said, it's all based off personal experience. And for me personally, I feel like the best card I played the best with was Bob Gibson. Like, I mean, but I feel like that's like the general consensus. So I'm not mad at you taking Ohtani.
Yeah, Bob Gibson was definitely number 2, and I figured Bob Gibson was going to be the expected answer. But this Shohei card, I loved him because at the beginning of the game, nobody really knew how OP two-ways were going to be. So he was my DH batting second in my lineup and my ace on the mound. That card, he probably should have won MVP, but I didn't want to give MVP to a pitcher. I
mean, a two-way pitcher, though? You sound like the bowlers right now. Because I hate to be this guy. Ohtani should have been MVP last year. I hate to do it. Well, that's a different argument for a different day. Okay. So let's go. This one, you could go first because I'm taking a look because I wasn't ready for this. So most underrated player for set 1.
All right. Now, people are probably going to be like, who? And I'm going to say, exactly. He's underrated. I loved this card. I don't even know what team he played for. Let me find his team that he actually played for. But World Baseball Classic, Harry Ford.
Oh, yeah. He was great.
Catcher.
Yep. From Canada? He played on Team Canada? Or was it UK?
Yeah. No, it was Great Britain.
Great Britain, okay. Yep, he was my catcher. I didn't even bother going for, I think JT was set 1, right?
Yeah,
I said nope, out the window. I don't need him. I got Harry. What wasn't he? He for a catcher, he had pretty good speed. Where's he at?
83 speed.
90
arm, 100 plus power versus righties, 96 power lefties. The card was, I mean, he did it
and
all.
Then even the best catcher set 1 on paper was JT, and he wasn't much better. And Harry was grindable. Yeah, easy.
Yeah.
That's a great pick for underrated player. For me, let me take a quick look through the pictures very quick. because I'm pretty sure I know my pick, but I just want to just like be sure. Okay, yep, okay. My pick would be the 97 Mad Bum.
Okay.
He
I
pitched.
did not do well with him.
I pitched amazing with them. Sinker cutter with a lot of players didn't. There wasn't like sinker cutter was the meta, but you had to really search for it. Set one, and he didn't throw with a lot of speed, but the sweeping curve was slow enough to kind of throw off the speed. And I did amazing with Mad Buff for sure.
I just looked at my stats with him, and boy, did I undersell it when I said I did not do well with him.
ERA 27,
15.
Halfway
15
there.
in 3 innings pitched.
Oh shit!
I got rocked in one game. I was like, never again. He's off the team. So yeah, I used him in that one game and never used him again. I've probably used him a few times in co-op because they don't keep those stats, but I've just never been good with the card. I don't know why, because people are pretty nasty against me with him, but
But the same way, I've said a couple names. You're like, you like that guy, but you don't like either. But everybody has their own experiences, right?
Yeah. Now, reliever. I'll go first since this caught you off guard.
All right.
I went Lee Smith, and I don't think, I'm not trying to sound like a jackass here, but I don't know if there's another pick.
I would say Lee Smith. Wait, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
So I didn't play the show last year. So when I first got into playing online, I never got to experience the co-op thing. My friends were always talking about how fun it'd be. So taking a 1.5 year break from playing online and then going in, and this was, I think, one of the bosses. So this is like first week. I still don't really know what I'm doing online.
No, Lee Smith was 97, so he had to be Team Affinity.
I think he was I don't know where he got. He might have been one of the
somewhere
henchmen in the...
Yeah, probably a henchman. Yeah.
But he was throwing 102, and then the forkball in the dirt that came in at like 80 miles per hour.
And that forkball is a pitch that nobody talks about. But anytime I throw a forkball, nobody can hit it, ever.
It's the most underrated pitch in the game. Everybody's going to tell you about the sinker cutter, sometimes the slider. Forkball, if you aren't a disciplined hitter, is your worst nightmare. You would rather face sinker cutter all day than a forkball, because if somebody knows what they're doing on the mound and you don't have really good vision, forkball in the dirt all day.
So Lee Smith, when you said best relief pitcher set one, that was gutted. Like, my mind went boom, Lee Smith. That's exactly where my mind went. But then I actually took a look at these pitchers, and I remembered that I killed it with Devin Williams, the 99 Devin Williams. And once again, the screwball is one of those pitches that it's not enough pitchers have it to where for 1 or 2 innings, that screwball will fuck you up.
Yeah.
And I had a ton of success with Devin Williams, so he'd have to be my number one. And I actually used his live series for a while before I got the 99. But Lee Smith is a very close second, for sure.
Yeah, I'm looking through, and I have... Second place is almost a tie. The World Baseball Classic program is so... That's the best program they've had all year.
I was just going to say, is it fair to say that World Baseball Classic is the best program of the year?
100%. I'm looking at this, and my second and third would be probably this Jonathan Loaisiga World Baseball Classic card, and then Camilo Doval World Baseball Classic card.
But you're not even talking about the GOAT World Baseball Classic card. You're not even talking about the best one there is. My boy Shlomo Lippis.
That one is
like they made to use him in Battle Royale. I was like, why the fuck are you doing this to me?
He was not bad. That's the worst part.
I skipped that part of the program. I was like, nope, not doing this to myself.
He's not.
I'm not going to do it.
Let me find him real quick in my inventory. I want to take a look because, you know, he didn't get rocked like I thought he would.
I have to have him in here somewhere. I know I own the card. Why is he not popping up? Only the diamond cards are popping up.
Yeah, that's weird. It's a core card, that's why.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Makes sense.
You know, I'm looking at his stats. My ERA with him is like a 4.5, but online that's, you know, serviceable. It's not good, but it's...
His stats aren't terrible, but you look at the... Where's he at?
1 velo.
Yeah, you look at the 80-mile-per-hour four-seam with the 71-mile-per-hour changeup. He's basically throwing BP out there. He's the Ramon out there throwing BP.
He was nasty. I don't care what anybody says.
All right, so set 2. I would still let you lead the way because I was only prepared for set 3.
Okay. I went MVP, and from what we talked about earlier, I don't think you liked this card that much.
Who was it?
I'm Hank Aaron.
Yeah, okay. I didn't hate him. Like, by no means did I hate him. Just wasn't my favorite card.
Okay, yeah, that card. I just destroyed baseballs with that card. Absolutely, I would say destroyed baseballs.
My set 2 MVP. Set 2, I took a real... What's the word for it? I really, was asleep during this set. Like, I did, I did a lot. I did a lot of the programs, but I wasn't, playing every day. Like I was set 1 and set 3. So I would say, as a catcher, my MVP was another one of these guys. Porterhouse.
Yes.
These nicknames, man. I love the nicknames.
That card's
he's solid, man. He's super solid.
Up until Adley, he was my catcher.
He's one of those players. I feel like whatever he touched, like I said, I just feel like you could not necessarily, even if it wasn't the bomb, even though he was slow, I just felt like everything he hit was just like a dart.
Yeah,
there was no pop flies with him.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me find my. What are we at? Cy Young. Okay. Let me see.
Cy Young, I went basic, very very basic.
Who was it?
Randy Johnson. Can't really argue.
Okay. I forget. For some reason, I thought Randy Johnson was this set. Okay, I don't even gotta look. Okay, yeah, Randy Johnson is a set 2 Cy Young. I don't think there's any debate on that.
Now, most underrated. Set 2. I'm gonna get back up here and praise the man, the myth, the legend, Captain Eddie Rosario.
We're just want to do it again?
We're back on it. Eddie Rosario. You can't hate this card. This card is him. He's him. You know,
we can't hate him because we don't know who he is.
No, let me tell you. Let me just pull this up real quick. All right, let's do this real quick. I just want to see. Granted, this is against a CPU. I didn't pull up my online stats. Online stats, I didn't use them too much.
Hashtag CPU stats matter.
Hey, bad at 375 online. All right, not bad.
Oh shit. Not okay.
Bad. 651 against the CPU. All right. Let's just say Eddie Rosario got me through 90% of my programs. All right. So if you're looking for he's a really good card if you are doing the low power guys. I think it was 75 power and below. He's got 75 power. Hey.
Obviously, that has to be the choice. 70. I haven't even touched that one yet, to be honest. Okay, my underrated player for set 2. I don't know because I don't like. In set 1, it was easy for me to say. Can I double up? Can I say Porterhouse as an underrated player too? but I don't know because he
I
was like
don't know.
he
I
was
feel like everybody.
arguably, yeah, I was gonna say he was arguably the best catcher in set two. Like, just all that power he has. Okay, let me see. Who do we got?
Ooh, I found my second pick for that too. Damn.
Go ahead. Who's your second pick?
Tops now, Jonathan India.
I did actually like that card.
Jonathan India cards. Jonathan India cards destroy for me.
So, side note, definitely not my most underrated player. The player who I hate the most, Eddie Murray, is fucking dog shit. No disrespect to him as a person. I'm sure he's an amazing guy. This Steady Eddie card, and also the new one that they dropped, the 99 overall card, it took me forever to do their moments. Like, just something about, I was like, cool, switch hitter with decent stats, awesome. Nope, I couldn't do anything with them.
He's not.
He's
not that. He's not good.
Oh, okay. So, no, that doesn't count. Oh man, the set two. Like I said, set two is hard. Here we go. Do I gotta say it? My man, right. DJ BC Raw, underrated player of the set. I think these nickname cards were really good for the most part. Even the 97s were really good. Yeah, that card, like when you think of this card, you think defense, right?
Yeah, he's got a little pop though.
125 contact right, 103 contact left, 117 power right, 109 power left, 100 vision with the defense on top. I played amazing with them offline. I can't tell you if I even used them online. Let me see. One game online, 4 at-bats, 3 hits, and 2 of them were home runs.
It's the best player in the game.
It has to be.
It has to be. Best player in the game right there.
All right, so that was set 3, what I was actually prepared for. DJ BC Raw clears the whole board.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm actually prepared for set 3. Okay.
We're letting you lead off.
I'm leading off set 3.
Wait. 1 second. We can't forget about the best
the relief pitcher. Yeah.
We jumped the gun here.
And we all that DG BC Raw talk, you know.
We got off topic. We got distracted. All right. I think this might be the best reliever in the game. And I might be alone in this, but I will die on this hill. 97 monthly award, Felix Bautista.
I used him quite a bit. He was personally my third in line out of my bullpen. But that's still no shot at him. Third in line is still one of the best guys. For me, my personal favorite was the 99 Kenley Jensen, the 400 save club Kenley, 97 speed cutter, 95 sinker, 97 four seam, 83 slider. I like that card a lot. He was my first guy out the bullpen. Well, like he was my guy when it was a close game. I needed, to make sure we were going to hold this lead. He was my guy.
I forgot about this card, but at the same time, I wouldn't have changed my mind. But I forgot about this Goose Gossage card, the 99.
I have him, but I wasn't a fan of him. Not like he wasn't bad. He was still in the bullpen, but he wasn't like my guy.
Yeah,
he was there. Because for me, it was Mariano and Kenley were the first two for me.
Okay, yeah. I didn't even use Mariano.
Did you, you didn't have him or you didn't use him?
Didn't use him. He was a boss, right? One of the...
I believe so, yeah.
The only boss that I really use this year is the Jock Peterson.
Bob.
Whenever I get him...
What about Bob? You didn't use Bob?
And Bob. Yeah, I use Bob. But most of the time... I would grind to try to get it early so they still had value. Yeah. So if I would have sold Jock when I first got him, I could have got $80K for him. And I really wish I would have sold him because now he's on my bench. But
Jock is solid, though.
Yeah.
That's the thing with those World Series cards. Like, none of them, like I said, they set the bar high with Bob Gibson. But then, like, after that, like, none of them really... They're great for players who don't have 99 teams. But even I'd take some 97 overall cards over those bosses.
Yeah, I mean, they're interesting. They're not bad. They're interesting. I like
They're
that
not bad by
Buzz
any means.
from this
Yeah.
this boss pack. I mean, I'm not gonna use him, but I think it's a really cool card to have.
And
I mean,
I don't like the way they did. Once again, okay. Well, I'll go back to this after set 3 because I don't want to clog the segment.
okay.
All right. So set 3 MVP for me. I didn't want to rhyme, but I did it. I tend to do that all the time.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah, I'm not a rapper. Let me see. Who do we got? Set 3 MVP. I thought I was prepared, but I really wasn't, I guess. So I guess I would just keep freestyling because I'm the best. The best there ever was. Like Drake. You know what I say? I could hit the ball like I was falling out of a boat onto a lake. All right, so
just gonna be
I would say, yeah, you just sitting there enjoying this show.
I got the flashlights in the background. This is we got a whole music video going on right now.
I don't know how I didn't. Ketel Marte, MVP. Like I said, but he was the online MVP. Offline, I was dog shit with him. Online, for sure, the MVP.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking about going Ketel Marte, but I'm going... He was my most impactful player, but I'm going with my favorite player. I'm going Max Clark. That is my favorite player in the game right now. So I got to rock with him. Max Clark from the draft set. 3rd overall pick.
3rd overall pick, but number 1 in your heart, baby.
That's Max Clark.
And then Cy Young. I don't know who your Cy Young is going to be, but like the picture you probably saw until they patched it, and you probably saw every single game, was Donaldson.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say probably that'd be my MVP just based off the fact where I sat there and played Battle Royale and I would just re-roll my draft until I got Donaldson. Just because that's how overpowered he was in Battle Royale. So that'd be my Cy Young.
I refuse to take him. I have a love-hate relationship with this Donaldson card because, you know, I see him every game. It gets boring. It gets so boring. It's him or Randy every game, man.
Yep.
So just for that, he's who I had written down, but I'm changing it. I'm scratching it. I got a new card that I've been using a lot lately that he's untouchable. I'm going Paul Skeens, another draft card. I
would say, like, if we were just doing like MVP for the set for everybody, there's no way to argue against Josh Donaldson. But like personal, like it's easy to hate him. I fully see where you're coming from.
It's not like he's just so frustrating to face. He's such a good card. And since everybody has him, you see him every game.
And you know how annoying it was to do the Wheel of the Show with fucking silver cards, and then Josh Donaldson comes in. I felt like he was Ricky Vaughn off Major Leagues every time he came out the bullpen. I was just like, fuck, man.
God. It's like I just had to face Randy Johnson for 7 innings, and now you're gonna bring in this man. It's like
no, the people I played against didn't even. It was like three hitters, and he's gone. Whoever the starter was, it didn't matter who it was. Josh Donaldson's coming in. All right, so most underrated. I want you to do your pick first, 'cause I think my pick might really surprise you.
Mine, it would surprise you had you not talked to me before this, but I'm going with the Captain Rod Carew card. He was another card that I used for the low power guys in the Moonshot program. I love his swing. He's got good speed. He's got 60 or 70s power. He's a gap hitter. And I just love it. It's a great card. Great card.
My underrated card might catch you off guard a little bit because he's a really good card. I'm gonna go Shohei Ohtani, the player of the month. Here's my reasoning. So we talked about this last episode where he came out right before Donaldson. Was it John Donaldson? I keep saying Donaldson. I don't want to dagger his first name. Was it John or Josh? John, right?
It's John.
Okay. But if you really look at it, as far as Battle Royale goes, Ohtani's he was way better than John Donaldson in Battle Royale because you got a single color pitcher and the splitter. People sleep on the splitter pitch. The splitter's hard as hell to hit too. But part of the two-way glitch also is that you could move the player to a DH. Also.
Yeah, and Ohtani.
So in Battle Royale, Ohtani destroys Donaldson in hitting stats. 125, 102, 125, 116. Like that's kind of ridiculous for Battle Royale where something like that actually matters. Maybe not for ranked seasons, but Battle Royale, that's starting over almost any card you have. Mm-hmm. So Ohtani's my most underrated player just because of the time he came out. He was only relevant for like a week.
Mm-hmm. You don't see him as much as you would think you would see him, really.
No.
Seeing how he's a free card, you would think you would see him just as much as John Donaldson. But
I would say because I would give the slight edge to John Donaldson as pitching, but just because of that slider. Like literally just because of slider. But I would say Ohtani's a better hitter, but he's not necessarily you have to have him in your lineup hitter.
Yeah, he's a good DH. He was my DH for the longest, but we grew apart. What can I say? Now, there is one thing that it's a little flex because I'm not very good at this game, so I have to flex just a little bit. My first game after grinding for the Shohei Ohtani, I took him straight to ranked, and I paralleled him in one ranked game. I was playing against somebody, and I mercied him in the 6th inning. Ohtani was on the mound, finished with 9 strikeouts, and then went 3 for 4 at the plate with 2 home runs and a double.
Oh, shit.
So he was cooking this guy on both sides of the ball, and I paralleled him in one game, and that is my greatest achievement to this point of MLB The Show. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
I ain't mad at you, bro.
I might be the best Shohei user ever known.
Ever.
It is what it is. Ever.
Don't add him. Don't try to send him no.
You can add me.
Yeah, you can add him if you want to. If you want to be ashamed of yourself.
Go ahead, man.
All right. So set 3, best relief pitcher. I got my no doubter, but it's probably the obvious choice. But who do you got?
Billy Wagner.